why they're stepping up in this way?
Well, first, I want to thank you because you've obviously done your homework and you're really dedicating time to this case. And I really appreciate it, as I'm sure the family does. The anonymous benefactor, it is a female and she's a philanthropic person. And there is a connection to a family member of the Orrin family. And I was watching just like everyone else, and she called me up. And she said, you know someone, I introduced you to this person. And she said, I want you to go out there and find that baby. She said, you do what you do and get this baby back. And she has been behind this effort with me 110% the whole way.
And it's my understanding that you said, I will take this case with the understanding that if it leads right back to these parents, that's just where it leads.
That's right. I did not want to take this case for the parents because, quite frankly, when I got on that plane, I thought they did it. We all know statistically, people that are in this game know there's a high percentage that it was more than likely the mother and or father. And I said, I will take the case if my client is the truth, and I will go where that takes me. And it's important to note, when I first got boots on the ground and I met the Orrin family, both Jeremy and Deborah, I said to them, sat on the couch and looked them right in the eye, and I said, I'm not here for you. I'm here for Lisa. And if that takes me to you as the guilty party, I'm going to come for you. And without hesitation, they said, help us find our baby.
You said whenever you got on the plane, you thought they did it.
Yes. Investigators are human beings. We all go in with our inherent prejudices. But fact patterns are fact patterns. Facts are facts. Timeline is timeline. And the deeper I drill down into this case, the more it comes from outside the home.
Deb, the police came in with cadaver dogs. And it has been reported that they had a hit in the bedroom on the rug in the master bedroom where you say you fell asleep. So what actually took place there, and what do you have to say about the fact that they say the cadaver dogs had a positive hit?
Well, I'll let Joe take this, but I want to say this first, that nothing is missing from my bedroom where the supposed hit happened. They didn't take not a thing from my room. That carpet that everybody's seen on the news being hauled up from the bottom of my driveway came from the barn in the back of the house. So if a cadaver dog hit, why didn't they take anything with them? Why is there no evidence?
We brought in the nation's #1 cadaver dog expert, if you will, and what he told me is that there's no such thing as a hit for a dead body. What a cadaver dog can detect is basically dead skin cell or deteriorating or not living DNA. And so what the expert told me was if there was a diaper in that room when she changed her baby's diaper and some fecal matter got onto the rug, even the slightest bit, not even detectable by the human eye, that is enough to cause a dog to wag his tail or do what he does.
Let's talk about your phones. It was reported, and again, I'm prefacing all this with what was reported, that at 11:57 p.m., a 50-second phone call was made or attempted to be made from Deborah's cell phone to the phone of a woman named Megan Wright. Now, I understand that you can't make outgoing calls on your cell phone. Is that correct, Deb?
That's correct.
Okay.
At that point in time, the phone was what they call hotline or red line, which means that we hadn't paid the bill. So the only thing that could be done with that phone is incoming text and incoming phone calls. And let me just say this. I do not know Megan Wright. I do not know the people she associates with. There would be absolutely not a reason in this world for me to call her. And all of my phone records back up the fact that that number was never called from my phone in a text or calling directly.
Now, we do know on 2 other occasions that, according to reports, that Verizon confirms that someone tried to access voicemail and internet at like 2 or 3 in the morning, a couple of hours after this, and were unable to do so. So apparently someone had the phones. Were the phones on the counter when you went to bed?
Yes, sir.
And they were gone when you got up?
Yes, sir.
So someone took the baby and the cell phones?
Yeah, and the cell phones are right there, right underneath the clock radio where the light shines directly on them. And I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
Finish. Well, Doctor, what do I want to say? We're missing a real vital point on these phones. The person that was called, this Megan Wright, not only does Deb not know her, she has gone on national TV and told law enforcement she doesn't know Deborah. Once you start an investigation by narrowly focusing on one thing, you get pigeonholed in that investigation. You're supposed to start an investigation by casting a wide net, letting the evidence take you in a direction. But if you start with a conclusion and then look for evidence to back it up, that's where you fail. And unfortunately, in this case, that is clearly what happened.
All right, we have to take a quick break, and we're going to take a look at a police reenactment of how someone may have gotten into this house the night the baby went missing. We'll be right back.